Hey guys, this is a quick review on the Google Home Mini and Google Home. Okay, no matter which color you guys got, I tested both of them out just in case, just for you guys. And conclusion, I'm actually disappointed with Google Home. I expected this, since it's more than twice as expensive as a Google Home Mini, I expected it to be twice as better. And it's really not. Sound-wise, if we're talking about how loud these guys go, I didn't find a huge difference between this and the Google Home Minis. Quality, sure, this does sound a little bit better, and of course this has bass, so you can hear that bass and you can appreciate that a little bit better with this guy. But again, when you're talking about loudness, these guys go almost as loud as Google Home, and that shouldn't be the case. I mean, this should be twice as loud as the Google Home Mini since it's twice as expensive. And you know, just the fact that it has a good, well, pretty good bass system doesn't really make up the fact, okay? And yeah, sure, the controls for this are much sleeker. So, you know, to pause a song or whatever, you just tap on it. And then to control the volume, sure, you can tell Google, can you put the volume at 50%? It's gonna do that for you. But yeah, most of you don't want to stop the song just to do that, because it does stop the song for it to change the volume. So you guys will have to just go like this and like this to mess around with the volume just by touching it. And on the Google Home Mini, it's not 100% there with the touch. So you guys can like tap on it, and once you guys tap on it, you guys will see like these three dots going down, and then you can tap it up to make the volume go up. Or the same thing, you can tell it, hey Google, can you make the volume 50%, or can you make the volume 100%, or max volume. So it does understand quite a bit. So yeah, control wise, yes, this is smoother, it works a little bit better. This is not 100% as I was testing it out. Now when it came out to hook it up to my Apple TV, so when I hooked these up to my Apple TV, I did it for all of these guys. They worked fine-ish, but I found that my actual speakers for my TV are better than these. And when I hooked these guys up, the sound only came up from the speakers themselves. I was hoping that maybe my TV would sync up with these, and so I would get sound from both my TV and the speakers, and that way I could have surround sound. However, that did not work out. The sound only comes with your speakers once you hook it up to your Apple TV. So if you're thinking about surround sound, this will not do the job. Most likely your TV will have better speakers than these guys overall. So I did find my speakers, and keep in mind, I don't have like the most expensive TV out there. I tested it out with a really simple TV. I actually bought the cheapest Samsung TV. Alright, I think it was a 48 inch, and that has better speakers than this. Now if you're talking about with comparing to a maybe RCA TV, like the cheapest RCA TV, maybe got a 55 inch RCA TV, which, you know, everybody has problems with the speakers. These speakers might be a little bit better, but I'm just saying a little bit better, not that much of a difference. And if you're thinking of hooking these up maybe with your iPad or iPhone to watch Netflix, let's say your iPad, right, it has really low volume or something, you have an older iPad, and you want to hook it up to your Netflix just to watch on your iPad, but you need, you know, sound from your speakers. It's not gonna work. I tried it so many ways to hook it up and make my Netflix from my iPad work with this. However, did not work, or this, the Home Mini. So that does not work at all. However, keep in mind, Netflix from your Apple TV, that works, okay? So that's no problem with your Apple TV, there's no problem. However, with iPhone, no, you guys can't do that. So that kind of sucks. What I did like about these is for sure Spotify and Google Play Music. That worked flawlessly. I like that. It looks for the music that you guys have. It looks for playlists. If you guys don't pay, you have a free account. Again, it looks for playlists. You won't look for a specific artist. since you don't have a paid account. If you guys have a paid account, then you're good to go. You can ask for specific artists, right? But other than that, yeah, I mean, the big pros about these guys in general is Spotify and Google Play Music. Works great. You can ask, hey Google, how's the weather? You can ask, hey Google, what's my calendar? You can ask a lot of stuff. If you guys have an iPhone or an iPad that Siri does, Google can do. Well, most of the stuff Google can do. Not 100% everything that Siri does. Siri's pretty advanced. What else can I tell you about these guys? So, when you're comparing, you want to buy maybe one of these or a Google Home Mini, again, it really depends on you guys. Do you really want to pay double the money for this guy and not really get double out of it? Or you guys would just want to pay, half price and get decent sound? I wouldn't say it's excellent sound, but I wouldn't say this excellent sound either, just because it doesn't go that loud. I was expecting a lot more from Google Home. So I have to say, for like the size, you guys can see the size difference between these two guys. I mean, two of these, I would have to stack up maybe 4. Hold on, let me just bring it down in the camera. Okay, here are the Google Home Minis. Here's the Google Home. So I'd have to stack up maybe 3 or 4 of the Google Home Minis to make up the size of the Google Home. So again, that's why I was expecting that sound difference. I was expecting a huge sound difference, and I didn't get that. So I really have to complain about that because it doesn't make sense. However, for those of you who are just thinking of getting a Home Mini or Google Home, I would suggest getting it. It's nice to have it around. Again, there's no batteries that you can put into these, so don't think that they're portable. You can just hook them up and that's it. You can turn off the microphone. So if you don't want Google to listen to you anymore, you can just turn it off at any time. And that goes for both guys, right? So this has that. And that's pretty much the only buttons that it has. Everything else is touch based, which isn't that much. Like I said, it's just for volume and then just stopping a song. And then these guys, if you hold them for some reason, they stop the song. Sometimes when I tapped on them, they didn't stop the song, so that's kind of weird. And then the volume wasn't always the best, just because when I touched it, it didn't always change the volume. So it was just easier with the Google Home Mini telling it to lower the volume. And again, it's gonna stop the music to listen to you, and then it's gonna continue on. So that's it for my review, guys. Which one would I choose? I would just go with the Home Mini. Don't expect excellent sound. Maybe it'll be worth it. I always thought, oh, maybe I could hook one of these up to my bigger speaker, and that way I can just use this just to transfer music, basically. But I can't. There's no way to hook this up to another bigger speaker. Well, as you can see, there's no connection for it. This is for your electricity that you need it. Same thing goes with this guy, and same thing goes with this guy. That's the only input. That's for electricity. That's it. There's no other inputs for anything or outputs for anything for these guys. Okay. So personally, I would just keep the Google Minis. I would let this guy go. Pretty disappointed by quality, sound, everything from it. Kind of disappointed. This, for the money, I think is worth it. Although it's not 100% there, I think it's worth the money for these guys, for sure. Anyways, that's it for my review. If you guys have any questions, comments, you can write them down here in the comments area. And don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.